J-15 is China's 4.5-generation fighter, also has a lot of fame in the country, but just once it was known as a copy of the worst Russian-made fighter, but now it is famous in the world. Into the top of the attack-type carrier aircraft, J-15, is how to do the reverse. Officials not long ago in a report, appeared in the Liaoning ship's picture. The picture can be seen on the deck parked 24 J-15, which makes a lot of people feel excited. We know that the carrier aircraft is the carrier's main fighting force is equivalent to the carrier's fangs. J-15 is this. It can be said that in the J-35, has not yet been officially in service before. The J-15 is the Chinese Navy's only carrier aircraft in service. J-15 is a single-seat, twin-engine carrier fighter, known as the Flying Shark. In the generation division belongs to the fourth generation of the improved fighter, that is, often referred to as 4.5 generations of fighters, but also the closest to the fifth generation of fighters, which can be seen that the J-15 is not weak, but in the early days it was once laughed at. J-15 is actually imported from Ukraine. Su-33 fighters for the prototype construction, but don't look, in the Russian Su-33 is very similar, but the technology also has a lot of changes, but also the integration of the J-11B fighters. In the J-11B based on the new duck wing, fitted with two sets of large thrust engine, but also to achieve the wings of the wing folding, as well as the design of the new lifting device, landing gear and arrest hooks and other systems, for which the J-15 is not weak. The strength of J-15 is not small. J-15 not only has excellent combat capability, but also has a very good landing requirements. Such flight characteristics make it a very good shipboard aircraft. Like the Liaoning ship and Shandong ship, there are J-15 figure at the beginning of the Su-33 carrier-based fighter, equipped with the Kuznetsov, which was at that time, the Soviet Union realized that the lack of carrier strike group cannot fight against the United States, and for this reason, there is the Kuznetsov, but also the Su-33 carrier-based aircraft. However, the Su-33 carrier aircraft itself does have problems. It follows the Su-27 and 001 type radar improved in 011M single-pulse Doppler radar, the medium target in the air head on discovery distance of 110 km. The Su-33 carrier aircraft's maximum flight speed to reach Mach 2, but in fact it is very difficult to reach the theoretical and operational differences too far. The Su-33 carrier aircraft, due to the existence of their own, the Su-33 carrier aircraft is overweight and lacks the means to attack at large angles of attack. This was once known internationally as the worst Russian-made fighter, and J-15 is based on Su-33, also mocked as the worst replica, but in fact, J-15T in the hands of China played a great role. J-15 and Su-33, although similar, but it is not the same at all. China in the development of J-15, along the Su-33 fighter aircraft overall start layout design, but also improved, in order to be able to adapt to the aircraft carrier as the landing needs, compared to the J-11B, in the landing gear to do the reinforcement of the thick. On the overall performance is far better than the Su-33, so J-15 is not a simple replica. So simple in China's development, has realized that some of the Russian airborne equipment performance backward, and because of the economic situation, also led to Russia in the military cannot be a big investment. For this reason cannot be in the weapons and equipment to improve. Su-33, Russia also knows its problems, but in the improvement of the first and second stage are to fail. Of course, in this, J-15 has a big reason, that is, there is a Latecomer's advantage, with a Latecomer's advantage in the development of the time to be able to equip more new equipment, as well as to do the latest design concepts, which compared to the Su-33 airborne equipment is old. J-15 has been a completely new concept. In fact, early, Russia is refused to export to China Su-33, because Russia is afraid of being imitated, which China wants to independently develop J-15, but also explains why it will be in the hands of Ukraine to get Su-33. The earliest time J-15 is full of controversy, and later on the basis of J-15, China has made improvements, developed a new version of the J-15T. Compared to the old version, the performance has obvious improvement, the use of active phased array radar, and even pay attention to the stealth combat. A variety of improvements to make the J-15 has been a breakthrough. After all, at that time China did not have a 5th-generation carrier aircraft. In the research and development of new products, but also to improve as much as possible in the hands of China's only carrier aircraft in service. so that even if it encounters the United States of America's F-35, but also have the ability to fight with one of the war. To this end, the new version of the J-15, equipped with PL-10 fighting bombs, but also the use of infrared imaging and gaze focal plane array guidance, which is the US for the F-35 carrier aircraft tailored to build. In this way, China's J-15 but also has a magical color, is no longer controversial replica, but really do the top of the attack type of shipboard aircraft, completely removed the imitation of the hat.